If you feel like you're doing everything right and your coaching business is still not getting clients, I guarantee you, your messaging is the problem. Basically, you're posting, you're showing up, you're sharing valuable content, but no one is reaching out to work with you. And here's the thing, if your messaging is unclear, confusing, or maybe even too broad, your audience will ignore you. Will just go over their head. So basically, if your messaging doesn't make them feel like you're speaking directly to them, they won't see you as the solution because they don't even understand you talking to them. And also, if your messaging sounds like every other coach, they won't know why they need to choose you instead of Stephanie down the street. But do not worry, because that's 100% fixable, and that's what this video is all about. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why your messaging is killing your business and show you how to fix it in 3 simple steps so you can start attracting the dream client now, today. So let's get started. Step number 1, stop talking like a coach and start talking like a client. So let me explain. So the first reason why your messaging isn't working is because you're speaking like a coach, but your potential clients don't think like a coach. You're an expert, they're not. You're using industry jargon and it confuses them because they don't understand what you mean. I had a coach once tell me that he helps women find their inner warrior. And I was like, I think I know what you mean, but I don't think the many women out there are waking up in the morning thinking, I hope I find my inner warrior today. So the first thing is you're using language they don't understand. The second thing, you're talking about a solution before they even understand the problem. And that is a problem. You have to understand that your understanding of the situation is right here. And your potential client, they're right here. They don't understand the problem. They're facing a symptom and they're labeling the symptom as the problem. You know that that's a symptom, that they have a major problem, which is, for example, finding their purpose. So if you start talking to them about finding their purpose, they're gonna go, oh, that's not for me, right off their head. I need work-life balance. That's what they think they need, because that's the problem, that's the symptom that they're facing. Do you understand that? The third thing that you're doing wrong is that you're assuming that they know what coaching is, when in reality, they just want results. They don't want coaching. They want the results that coaching brings them. So for example, let's get tactical here. Let's say that you're a mindset coach. You might say something like, I help you rewire your subconscious beliefs so you can step into your highest potential. What? Now you see, that sounds proper fancy, but for the average person, that means absolutely nothing. I can promise you, your audience does not wake up thinking, I need to subconscious rewire my mind. That's not what they're looking for. So what you need to do instead is 2 things. Use their words, not your words. Identify the real problem they're struggling with, not the problem that you know they're struggling with, because they don't recognize that problem. The second thing, describe it in the way that they would say it, not in the way that you would say it. So for example, instead of I help you rewire your subconscious beliefs, whatever, say I help overachievers stop overthinking and finally feel confident making big decisions. They understand that. The major difference here is that that sentence speaks to a clear problem and a clear result. That's it. So if you want your messaging to work, start using exact words your clients are already thinking about. You want to enter the conversation that is happening in their minds. But even with the right words, there's one major mistake that will still keep you invisible, and that's what we're going to fix on the next one. Step number 2, get super specific. Broad messaging equals no clients. The second major reason why your messaging isn't landing is because, to be honest, it's too broad. And let me tell you why this fails. If your message is too general, people won't know if the coaching is for them. They don't identify with it. The second thing as well, if the vague messaging equals vague results. So they don't trust you because everything is too vague, the message and also the results. And the more specific you are, the more people will feel like you're speaking directly to them. So that's why specificity is really important here. I think examples here really drive this point home. For example, you cannot say, I help women feel more empowered. What does that mean? How does empower feel like, right? That sounds nice, but who are these women? What kind of empowerment? Why should they care, right? We need more specific here. A better example of that, or better version of that, would be, I help women in corporate leadership roles stop people pleasing so they get promoted without burnout. You see that that's more specific? Now, a corporate woman struggling with people pleasing will immediately feel like this is for her because you're speaking directly to her. I'm not kidding here, but think of it like a dating profile. If someone's bio says, I like having fun, would that make you swipe right? Probably not. It's too generic, it's too broad. But if it says, for example, I love hiking, I like going for coffee, I like true crime documentaries, you instantly know if that's your type or not. And the same truly applies to your messaging. The more specific you are, the more your ideal client will feel like they are exactly what they need. But, and there's always a but, even if your messaging is specific, there's still one more key piece that determines whether people actually reach out, and that's what we're going to cover on the next point. Step 3, focus on the transformation, not on the process. Most coaches make this huge mistake. They sell the process, they focus a lot on the process and not on the transformation. Here's the thing, people don't care how they get the results. They just want to know if you can deliver on those results. So selling coaching is not the selling point. Your clients aren't looking for coaching, right? They're looking for an outcome. And here's a bad example that I see all the time. I help my clients through a 12-week coaching program that includes mindset work, weekly calls, and a personalized action plan, and a blueprint, and a workbook. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. All that is a process. It doesn't tell them what they actually get. Here's a better example of that. In 12 weeks, you'll have the confidence to set boundaries, say no without guilt, and finally take control of your time. That's a transformation. That's what they care about. They don't care about the workbooks and the 12 sections and all. They care about the thing, the transformation. Think about it like buying a plane ticket. No one books a flight because of the seats or the type of plane or the in-flight meals. They're all horrible, right? They book it because they want to get to the destination. So your message needs to focus on the destination, not the plane ride, not getting to the airport 2 hours earlier, going to TSA, sitting around, crowded, none of that. Sell the destination, Bahamas, sitting at the beach, sipping your margaritas. That's what they want. I promise you, once you shift your messaging to focus on the transformation instead of the process, clients will start seeing you as the obvious solution. And now, if you want to learn exactly how to build a system that brings you 3 to 5 new coaching clients per month, then watch this video. It's long, but it's in depth, and I give you the A to Z, the step-by-step, everything that you need to put in place to make sure they have a system that works for you and for your coaching business. I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.